Hi, I'm Julie Graham.
I'm Tallulah Greive.
I'm Neil Morrissey. And these
Are our confessions.
Or not.
could be you.
It could be Julie.
No, I think it's more you than
No,
Julie.
she just laughed though.
Ah.
Like quite a lot. So I'm going to go based on... Or actually, because Neil started pointing fingers first, maybe it's Neil.
I think that's probably Neil.
I'm going to go
because
for
he's
Neil.
a pyromaniac.
Quite right, of course.
Yes!
Blew the whole toilet up.
How? What'd you do it with?
Well, what we did was
For future reference.
we would in
Illegal
the chemistry
drugs.
class we were doing what's called the squeaky pop test, which is basically a piece of magnesium ribbon which you put into a test tube with a small amount of hydrochloric acid, and then
Like you do.
and the gas that comes off with a taper and goggles and at a great long distance, and it goes, and it just this little explosion. So we, in our wisdom, thought, well, if we nick a load of magnesium ribbon and hydrochloric acid, let's see what size of explosion we can make. So we nicked a big glass bowl and a big roll of magnesium ribbon from the chemistry class. I'm sure it's all under lock and key these days. You wouldn't be able to do it. Health and safety.
That's much
and put it in with, and stole hydrochloric acid as well, and poured that in the school toilet at lunchtime. And we left it in there thinking, I wonder how long you're going to have to leave it, and then struck a match and threw it over the cubicle. The cubicle door was closed from the outside, and the whole frickin' toilit just
Did
went
you lose
boom.
your eyebrows?
No, because the explosion went upwards and outwards. It closed the door, but the toilet actually cracked and literally blew up.
God.
Yeah, we ran away, and to this day they don't know who did
Yeah,
it.
good.
Now they do.
Oh my God.
Oh, Julie
Julie,
Graham.
100%. That is
She's
Julie.
from Glasgow, you know.
Oi!
She's-
What is this?
she's-
Oi, watch it!
She's from
Watch it.
Glasgow. She's a Scottish magpie.
I was a kleptomaniac. There's absolutely no doubt about it. I had a compulsion to steal, and it was absolutely to do with the thrill, the adrenaline rush of
Ooh.
thinking that I
I
could get
get
away with it.
that.
It was
Felt that
mostly
with that straw.
it was
yeah.
mostly Woolies.
What, you clothing? It's all clothing.
No,
and things.
Woolies.
Woolworths.
Oh, Woolworths.
Woolworths.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah. Sorry, I
yeah,
thought you meant
Woolworths,
as in
that was
woolly
the one.
jumpers.
Oh no,
yeah.
not woolly jumpers. Woolworths. I mean, when Woolworths closed down, I thought, well, who am I going to steal from now? I just couldn't.
So
go
you were
into-
doing it right up until Woolies.
No.
closed
I
down?
Is that why
No, it
Woolies
was
closed
only-
down?
I think that's why Woolies closed down.
VHS was next.
No, I just had this compulsion when I was a teenager. I used to steal everything. I used to steal mostly makeup from Woolies and glitter and just childish things, sweets. I had a knitting bag that I used to take to school, and I used to but it was the thrill of thinking I can get away with it. I mean, I'd steal a pint of milk,
Yeah.
and pick and mix. But my friend from Liverpool gave me a great, I can't name her because she might sue me. She's quite a famous actress.
I know
but-
who it is.
Yeah, but she said to me, babes, if you're going to steal something, all you need to do is walk out with it. And when they come up to you and say, have you stolen that? You go, oh no, I just forgot I had it. You know?
That's gonna be Tallulah.
Tallulah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bad. I mean, I can't say any of the stuff I did in high school because they don't still know that I've done it. And it was like only about 6 or 7 years ago now. So it's like that's still like fresh. They still like remember that I went there.
What happened with the straw?
Okay, this was like the other day, and I basically went in there like it was Grand Theft Auto and was like trying to be like really, really casual about it. And I just like picked up, because I don't know, my teeth just felt really weird. It was so stupid, but genuinely like I like really casually like put it inside my sleeve while like looking at the security guard. And I was like, why am I being like this?
Like
is
Ocean's 11.
like Ocean's 11 but for like a straw. So boring I am.
It's
like a straw. Yeah.
Straw up the sleeve.
It's like a straw.
Straw up the sleeve. Straw up the sleeve. Da-da.
Oh, anyway, the security guard definitely thought I was being like really, really shifty as well. For
Can you
card
imagine that
juice.
security guard just thinking to himself, that woman's just nicked a straw.
What a sad little
I'm
life.
not going to chase her up the street.
Neil, Neil.
No, that's definitely Julie Graham.
No.
Definitely
that's
Julie
brilliant.
Graham.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't regret it. So I had this maths teacher called Miss, and I couldn't do maths. I couldn't do it. I was rubbish. And she used to, every day she used to belt me. In those days, you could still belt children.
Yeah.
And it was and it was in Scotland, so it was a proper big, thick belt. With
It was
a tongue.
designed for beating children. Yeah.
It's called the belt, and you put your hand over, and it got to the point where I never did my maths homework, and I'd walk in and she'd just go, Graham, have you done it? And I go, no. And she'd go, right, belt, and I'd just put my hands out, and she would belt me, and eventually I just got so fed up with it. I thought,
I know. I'll put a big on her car.
yeah, and I just thought, yeah, I thought you were a real. So I spray painted a massive penis on her car, but I did it with like I did the whole thing with like the penis, with and big. Can I say that? Can I? I did the full like cartoon penis. And it wasn't just a little penis; it covered like the whole side of a car with
Brilliant.
the coming up there and the coming on the side. Anyway,
That's brilliant.
Work of art.
yeah, and then
You should have put dimensions on it. That would have made her happy.
I missed the trick.
You missed the trick
And then we
there.
were all called into class afterwards and said, we were all sat down and said, somebody drew a symbol on the side of Miss car, and if you don't own up, everyone's going to get punished. And I thought, it. I thought everyone else has been punished, so I get punished every day, so suck it up. If you'll excuse the pun. So
That's brilliant. I wouldn't have been so brave,
yeah.
I don't think.
So
blowing
if you're listening, I did it.
Yeah, well, obviously that was me. This guy was such a good actor, Paul. He was such a brilliant actor. So he walks out, and his daughter's dying or fevered in the corner, and so she's all fevered in the corner, and we're getting on this sort of witchery and this darkness all going and everything. And he used to do this walk over to the table, and without hardly looking, he was one of these actors who could do everything, would reach over and get the handkerchief, and walk over to his daughter. So it was a look on his face as he's staring at his daughter, and his hand comes over and he grabs the handkerchief, and then the handkerchief isn't moving, like that, and he looks at the handkerchief and sees that it's nailed to the table. Okay, and then just looks straight at me. Like, I know
it's you.
who's done this. I don't know how he got away with it. What he did, he probably pulled his sleeve out and wiped his daughter's face and all that. But it caused outrage amongst my fellow students at the time, because we were doing.
So unprofessional.
Yeah, someone stood up on the bus, who shall be unnamed, who said, "I'm so disgusted by the behaviour of this company for purposely ruining a person's performance," which is fantastic, Paul, by the way. But I hope I hope none of you ever work ever in the profession. Well, he never did. So that that must be Julie Graham. It must be. Did you do that?
No.
Yeah. All day, every day.
Oh my god.
And what did you do? Just call them up and offer them a job?
Yeah, so me and Jonathan Harvey.
Yes.
He's a playwright. We used to sit at home, and our friend Angela Clark, and we were sharing a flat. She phoned my agent first of all as a joke and said, "Hi," and she put on the voice, "Hi, do you represent Julie Graham?" My agent said yes, and she said, "Why?" My agent said, "Because she didn't really know what to answer. I mean, she's a bit isn't she?"
Angie Clark! That is brilliant.
I know.
Well, she's a bit
And then, yeah. And then afterwards, so we'd phone up my agent's assistant, because we'd always phone each other's agents, and then she'd phone up the agent, and she'd phone up my agent's assistant. And my agent in the background would go, "Oh, never mind, it'll be Angie Clark pranking you again." So we phoned Maggie Smith's agent.
Oh, brilliant.
And we offered her a role in Coronation Street. And we said, and it was just after Julie Goodyear had left Coronation Street, and we rang up her agent and said, hi, this is blah, blah, blah from the casting department in Coronation Street. As you know, Julie Goodyear's left, and we're really looking for someone to fill those big stilettos behind the bar of the Rover's Return. And we think Maggie would be amazing. And then the funny thing is the agents, they don't want to piss anyone off because obviously they've got other clients.
Yeah.
So they'll go, I'm just going to put you through to our soap department. And then someone will come in and say, Maggie's going to be in the West End for the next 5 years. I don't think she's going to. But thanks very much.
But we do have this
But we do
client.
have, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we offered Jude Law, the new presenter on Blue Peter. Because we heard he was fantastic with sticky back plastic.
This is a great
We offered Mark Strong, the new janitor on Grange Hill. Yeah.
You should
And
have
we
done it
offered
to
Helen
my
McCrory,
agent.
Helen McCrory's agent, and offered her Baldy Wench in Emmerdale. I mean, it just got with
I wish I'd been with you when you were doing that.
I'm sure I phoned your agent and Martin's agent.
What did you
as well.
offer?
I think
What did you offer Samira?
I think I was working with Richard Wilson, and I was telling him this, and he said, "Call my agent. See, prank her because she's always taking offers from me." So I phoned Richard Wilson's agent when I was with him, and so I said, "Hi, this is blah 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 from this film company. As I don't know if you know, but we're doing a remake of Rainbow, the children's TV program, and we'd really love Richard to play Bungle the bear."
I knew you were going to say Bungle. Richard Wilson as Bungle was brilliant casting, actually.
I know. Mark Strong was
Strong
really
used to be with Samira as well.
Well,
I
I
don't know if
think
he still
Strong
is.
was an interesting one because they said, you know, Mark's only 38, and I said, is he? He looks much older. I thought he was 60. I mean, he hasn't got any hair.
So you say you've got to get these things onto a podcast somewhere.
I know.
That is gold dust.
Yeah.